Have you ever wondered why some people glide through life without money stress while everyone else is constantly worried about their bank account? It's 3 a.m. and you're doing mental math about whether you can afford that car repair next month. One unexpected expense and the whole month collapses. Here's what nobody tells you. Having better finances than 95% of people is simpler than you think. And I'll prove it with 5 numbers and 2 systems that work regardless of your income level. My name is Ivan, and I spend way too much time thinking about money, financial psychology, and why some people seem to effortlessly build wealth while others stay stuck in the same financial patterns for decades. If you're someone who wants to understand the real mechanics behind wealth building, instead of just hoping things will magically improve, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if it ends up helping you see money differently. Think about benchmarks. In fitness, you track weight lifted or miles run. In school, you measure grades against classmates. But with money, most people have zero idea where they stand. Are you ahead or behind? Better or worse than average? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you are and how to beat 95% of people in just 90 days. Here's the catch. Most financial advice focuses on tiny optimizations. Cut out coffee, find the cheapest gas station. That's like trying to lose weight by switching from regular soda to diet while eating pizza for every meal. You're missing the big picture entirely. The real secret lies in understanding something 95% of people completely ignore. Once you grasp this principle, everything else becomes automatic. You'll make decisions that compound over time and create wealth in ways that will genuinely surprise you. Let's start with the 5 numbers that 95% of people never calculate. Without these, you're flying blind through your financial life, making random decisions based on feelings and hoping everything works out. The mathematical reality is that it won't. But if you apply even half of what I'm about to teach you, you'll be miles ahead within 90 days. Number 1 is your burn rate. When I ask people how much they spend every month, they give me a suspiciously round number. Oh, about $3,000. How convenient that it ends in 3 zeros. Then I have them check their bank statements for the past 3 months. Inevitably, the real number is $1,500 to $2,000 higher per month. That real number is your burn rate, and it's the foundation of everything else. If you don't know how much money flows out each month, it's impossible to create any meaningful financial plan. You're just hoping for the best while your money disappears into the void. Here's the psychology piece. When you don't know your burn rate, you operate in survival mode. Every decision feels stressful because you have no baseline. But the moment you see your actual number, written in black and white, everything shifts. You stop guessing and start taking real control. Half the people I speak with don't even know their annual income after taxes. They know their salary, sure, but have no idea what actually hits their bank account each month. 90% cannot tell you their total debt across all accounts. They know they have some credit card balances, maybe a car payment, but the complete picture remains mysteriously unclear. Calculate your burn rate right now. Log into your bank account and every credit card you have. Look at the last 3 months of total spending from all accounts combined. Add up everything you spent each month. Yes, everything. I know you're already thinking about exceptions. But what about that month I bought new tires? Stop. We're looking for patterns, not perfection. Add up your total spending for each of the last 3 months, then divide by 3. That's your average monthly burn rate. Number 2 is your money black hole. This is your total debt written out in black and white. List every single thing you owe money on: credit cards, student loans, car payments, mortgage, personal loans, store credit cards, money borrowed from family, everything. Next to each debt, write down the interest rate and minimum monthly payment. Then you use a debt payoff calculator to determine how long it will take to become debt-free if you only make minimum payments. Here's where most people get shocked. If you have credit card debt at 27% interest and you're only making minimum payments, you're probably looking at decades of payments. This is the identity shift moment. A money black hole only grows bigger when you ignore it, but once you face it directly, you can systematically eliminate it. Here's the encouraging part. If you add just $100 extra per month towards your highest interest debt, you can literally shave years off your payoff timeline. That's not theory. That's mathematics working in your favor. And here's something most people don't realize. You can absolutely live a rich, fulfilling life even while paying off debt as long as you have a clear plan and timeline. Number 3 is your safety margin. Are you walking on a financial tightrope? Most people try to save money, but when I ask how much they're actually saving each month, I get responses like, well, I really tried to save last month, but I was bad. I went to that expensive restaurant. Putting aside the weird moral language people use around money, Why are you talking about trying to save? I don't try to brush my teeth every night. I just do it automatically. Saving money should be easier than brushing your teeth because you can set it up to happen without any ongoing effort or willpower. Saving isn't just some vague good habit. It's literally the difference between financial stability and disaster when life throws unexpected challenges. When people don't have savings, they end up making terrible decisions during emergencies. They put medical expenses on credit cards. They can't afford car repairs. They can't leave bad job situations because they need every paycheck. You should be saving at least 5 to 10% of your take-home pay every month, and you should make it happen automatically so you never have to think about it or rely on willpower. If you're not saving anything right now, start with $20 per month. That's less than most people spend on subscription services they forgot about. The goal isn't the amount, it's proving to yourself that you're the kind of person who saves consistently. Once that becomes automatic and you don't even miss the money, you can gradually increase the amount. You'll go from walking a financial tightrope to building a bridge with guardrails and safety nets. Number 4 is your wealth multiplier. Is your money working as hard as you are? I have zero interest in working harder and harder as I get older. I want my money to start pulling its weight so I can actually enjoy the fruits of my labor. Wealthy people don't just earn money, they put it to work through investing. I'm not talking about day trading or watching financial news all day or trying to pick the next hot stock. Smart investors actually do way less than you think. They're not glued to market charts. They start early, stay consistent, and let time do the heavy lifting. Here's the golden rule. Aim to invest at least 10% of your take-home pay. If you can't hit that immediately, start smaller and build up. Even $100 per month invested with a modest 7% return becomes almost $250,000 after 40 years. And yes, I've already accounted for inflation in that calculation. If you're still waiting for the perfect time to start investing, here's some news. There is no perfect time. The best time was 10 years ago, and the second best time is right now. Time in the market beats timing the market every single time. Here's the psychology unlock. The moment you start investing consistently, your brain shifts from scarcity to opportunity mode. You stop seeing money as something that just disappears and start seeing it as something that grows. That psychological shift changes every financial decision you make going forward. You become the kind of person who builds wealth instead of just earning and spending on repeat. Number 5 is your housing burden. You wouldn't believe how many people obsess over grocery prices or complain about coffee spending while completely ignoring their biggest expense. I look at their numbers and the coffee isn't the problem. They're spending way too much on housing and it's strangling their entire financial life. If you're spending more than 28% of your gross income on housing, you're officially in what I call the housing red zone. Take your monthly rent or mortgage payment, add utilities and all other housing related expenses, then divide that by your monthly gross salary before taxes. Multiply by 100 to get your percentage. It used to be easier to stay below 28%, but housing costs have exploded in many areas. If you're at 29 or 30%, you can probably manage, but at 34% or higher, I can predict what's happening in your household. You're constantly stressed about money, fighting with your partner, about random small expenses, and feeling like you can never get ahead. If housing is devouring your income getting ahead, financially will feel like running a marathon while carrying a backpack full of bricks. Your housing should be a foundation for building wealth, not an anchor that drags you down financially. Now, write down all 5 of these numbers. If you don't see them clearly in black and white, they remain vague feelings floating around in your head. Let's shift gears. Knowledge alone doesn't build wealth. What's next is building a system that makes your money grow automatically. This is where step 2 becomes absolutely critical, and it's what separates people who actually build wealth from people who just read about building wealth. Step 2 is automation, not the boring kind where you set up one automatic transfer and call it a day. I'm talking about creating a comprehensive financial ecosystem that runs your money better than you could manually, even if you spent hours every week obsessing over spreadsheets. Here's what blows my mind about human behavior. People will spend 20 minutes researching which brand of paper towels offers the best value per sheet, but they'll go months without automating their most important financial decisions. They'll debate whether to buy generic cereal to save $2, then lose hundreds of dollars because they forgot to pay their credit card bill on time and got hit with late fees and interest charges. The wealthy don't operate this way. They understand that willpower is a finite resource that gets depleted throughout the day. By the time evening rolls around and you're tired from work, you're not going to make optimal financial decisions. You're going to order takeout instead of cooking, buy something online you don't need, or skip transferring money to savings because you'll definitely remember to do it tomorrow, except tomorrow never comes. Automation removes all of these decision points. It makes your money behave perfectly even when you're having an imperfect day. Think of it as hiring the most disciplined, organized financial assistant in the world, except this assistant works for free and never takes sick days. The moment your paycheck hits your account, predetermined percentages automatically flow to different buckets before you even see the money. This is called paying yourself first, and it's the difference between people who build wealth and people who spend everything then try to save whatever's left over, which is usually nothing. Here's your basic allocation framework. 50% goes toward fixed expenses like rent, utilities, insurance, and minimum debt payments. 20% goes toward financial goals, which includes both savings and investments. 30% becomes your guilt-free spending money for everything else from groceries to entertainment to that ridiculously overpriced coffee you're probably going to buy anyway. But here's where most people mess up the automation setup. They try to make it too complicated on day one. They create 17 different savings accounts for 17 different goals. Set up complex investment strategies they don't understand and build systems so intricate that one small change breaks everything. Then they abandon the whole thing after 2 weeks because it's too overwhelming to maintain. We're going to start simple and build complexity gradually. Open a high-yield savings account that earns at least 4% annual interest. Set up an automatic transfer that moves your savings percentage there on the same day every month. I recommend the day after your paycheck arrives so the money disappears before you get used to seeing it in your checking account. Next, automate your bill payments. Every fixed expense should be set to autopay from your checking account. Yes, even the ones with variable amounts like your electricity bill. I know some people worry about autopay because they want to review every bill, but here's the reality check. When was the last time you actually caught an error by manually reviewing your utility bill? And even if you did, was catching that $15 mistake worth the mental energy and risk of forgetting to pay the bill entirely? Now, let's talk about automating your investments because this is where the real wealth building happens. If your employer offers a retirement plan with matching contributions, maximize that match immediately. This is literally free money, and not taking it is like turning down an instant raise. Set your contribution high enough to get the full match and make sure it's coming out of every paycheck automatically. For investing beyond your employer plan, open a Roth IRA with a reputable company like Vanguard Fidelity or Schwab. Set up automatic monthly contributions that invest in a simple index fund or target date fund. Don't overthink this part. You're not trying to beat the market, you're trying to participate in it consistently over decades. Here's what's going to happen next. You're either going to close this video and continue living paycheck to paycheck stressed about money for the next decade, or you're going to pause right now and set up one automated transfer. Just one. $20 to a high yield savings account. Prove to yourself that you're the kind of person who follows through instead of just consuming financial content like it's entertainment. Your future self is either going to thank you or regret the decision you make in the next 5 minutes.